Hello everyone, and thanks for entering the second round of the Michelin EWXC at Muddy Darbour. We have dialed up the heat for this event, as you now should be fit and strong with no remnants of the festive season's braais or beers. As you know, we have introduced two major changes to the race events for 2023. First major changes to the routes. We will now have a red loop, which is for the Pro B, Pro Elite, Senior Pro, Masters and High School classes. This is race 1 and it starts at 7:30 in the morning. The green loop, which is for Silver A and B, Club, Pro Mini and Ladies A. This is race 2, which starts at 9:30 in the morning. The red and green loops are common for most of the way, except for 2 splits, where the red will do a few extra climbs. The splits are well signposted. The junior loop for the 65cc, 85cc Mini and Ladies B, which is race 3, is common with the main loop for about the first 2 kilometers, then splits and does a short section before merging with the main loop again about 1 kilometer before the pits. This race starts at 11 a.m. after their sighting lap and runs for about an hour. Race 1 will run for 4 hours after the last rider has left the start. Race 2 will run for 3.5 hours after the last rider has left the start. Please keep an eye out on the boards indicating what route you are on. Right, some notes regarding to navigation. All routes are marked with orange markers, which must be on your left. 2 markers, one under the other, indicates a turn in that specific direction. Green dayglow means you are going in the wrong direction. The juniors will split off from the main route. Please look out for this well signposted fork in the road. Please do not go on the junior route if you are not a junior. The main and junior routes are common for the first 2 kilometers and then they split. Please watch out for the little guys around 11 o'clock. Orange markers take preference over the GPS track at all times. The GPS track will be available on the WhatsApp group. No GPSs will be loaded by the organizers on race day. A GPS is not compulsory, but it is recommended. The second major change is that every rider will get a Just Track tracking device. This will be handed to you at registration. The organizers, medics and pit crews will be able to see where the riders are on the route in real time. For any queries about these units and about how to use them, please speak to Sean and the guys at the Just Track gazebo. The tracking unit will be collected from you after the race. Please do not go home with it. Right, a big thanks must go to Michelin, Mayfair Gearbox, DC Signs, Fast KTM, Basefit, Torquecraft, Prepsol, Cycleworks Suspension, Robert Co Graphics, and Bike Kings for sponsoring this event. A big thanks to Igor, our chief route setter, Denise for all the admin, Rob for the timing, Laird and Troy Adams for just generally helping out with anything. We really do value all the extra hands on the day. Please note that this is not an open riding venue. You cannot just rock up here and be allowed to ride. Riders, please ensure that your details are correct on your race control profile. Prepsol will hopefully have a complimentary bike wash set up. More details on that to follow. Food and drinks will be for sale at the restaurant at the venue. Please bring cash for this. There are no card facilities. Right, everyone, the venue might be charging an entry fee per person. We have tried to negotiate this, but they are rather insistent on this point. Please bring cash for this, and like I said, also for any food and drinks purchases. When you enter the venue, you can set up your pit straight away and then go to documentation table where you will be handed your envelope. You must then have your race control tag checked at registration. If you do not sign that you have had your tag checked, we will add 1 hour to your time, should there be a protest. Please also check that you only have 1 race control tag on either you or your bike. If you are found to have more than 1 race tag, 1 hour will be added to your time. Then once you've had your race control tag checked, you're going to get your Just Track unit, which will also be at registration. It's going to be a very hot day on race day, so please drink plenty of fluids before and during the event. Right, just some notes on timing and procedures. Your race tags and your numbers issued by WAMSA must correspond. The bike numbers and the timing tags. This is why we have them checked at registration. You must have bike numbers on your bike. You will be ejected from the start line if you do not have the correct race number on your bike. Your tags must be mounted correctly, facing up or down, preferably on the peak of your helmet, not sideways as the scanner is overhead. Your starting number, which is the small blue seeding number that you'll get in your envelope, must be on your front number board, but do not obscure your bike number. Avoid the timing scanner tent with your helmet or tags at all times. No crews or parents may come near the timing control area. The timers need to focus and not be distracted. Right, pre-race paddock and start. Get into order according to your seeding stickers. Start lining up 6 at a time, and at 60-second intervals, you will be let go. It is a dead engine start until the flag drops. At the end of the lap, slowly go through the scanner tent and confirm with the scanner that they have picked you up. Do not stop in the timing tent, please. It's first gear through the pit lane. We've had a few complaints about speeding in the pits, so please adhere to the first gear rule. You must refuel on an environmental mat with a fire extinguisher nearby, and you must be off your bike. Be careful out there. There are rocks, lurkers, long grass, stumps, ruts, trees, and mud, which are all part of the route, so take care. Warning, there might be cattle and game on or near the route, so please keep an eye out for them. Right, with regards to safety, please be aware that if you come across an injured rider, you are obliged to stop and render assistance. First priority is to do what you can to make race control aware and convey the location, either via a marshal with a two-way radio or by phoning race control. If you have a GPS, mark the waypoint and get us those coordinates. Please do not move an injured rider if you do not have to, only if you are in a very dangerous position or if the injury is less serious. All riders must stay on the route. Do not stray from the route, as we will not be able to find you when sending out sweepers after the race. Pit crews, please stay behind the barrier tape and be very careful when walking around that you are not on or close to the race line. The number of laps will be posted on the WhatsApp group. The board will also be on display during the race at the timing tent. Please guys, no littering. We supply rubbish bags for everyone, so please put all your rubbish and bottles into there. Please take the litter home with you or put it in your wheelie bin at home. Right, special announcements. The next Fast KTM Medaillas is in the amphitheatre on the 29th of April. The entries are open on our websites already. The next Michelin EWXC is at Mahara Game Farm on the 25th of March. Then please join our Enduro World News WhatsApp groups if you haven't already. We will be sending out a survey after this event, so please take a few minutes out and just give us your input. Then thanks again for joining Enduro World.